What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Run with Jay channel. So today we have another shoe showdown between two top running shoes. We have the New Balance Fuelcell RC Elite going up against the Saucony Endorphin Pro. So it's going to be a great shoe showdown, and as usual we're going to review these shoes between 5 different categories. So it's going to be design and features, cost and value, comfort, weight, and finally performance. And we're going to give each of these shoes a score of 1 to 5 for each category. Then we're going to tally up the total to see which shoe reigns supreme. And if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Please hit that like, subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. So let's get the shoe showdown started. So first category we're going to look at is design and features. And as usual, please feel free to check out the links below to see the full review of these shoes. So both of these shoes are designed very well. I like the look of both of these shoes. They both look like the top tier shoes of their respective companies. They look fast, and I like the colorway and the style of these shoes. Both of the designs are very similar when they use very bright colors. So the Saucony has the traditional white and the neon colors, but now they have a couple other different colorways that were released, like the bright orange and then the highlighter looking color. The RC Elite comes in this neon green color, and then there's also a New York City Marathon version in the white, blue, and red. So design-wise, they both look fantastic, and they both look like great shoes. Now, going to the features, the synthetic upper on both shoes are very similar. The Saucony might have a little bit of a thinner upper compared to the RC Elite, but that's not very noticeable. The midsole is where both of these shoes differ. You have the Fuelcell foam on the RC Elite, which is very soft, comfortable, and very springy compared to the Endorphin Pro, where you have the Power Run PB foam, which is a little bit more stiffer, less soft, but is also very comfortable and gives you better takeoff, explosive feeling while you're running. The outsole on the RC Elite features the Dynamite outsole with those triangular studs on the bottom. They're very grippy, and I ran in the wet conditions and I had no problems running in them or feeling like I was going to slip. They also provide extra responsiveness while you're running, especially in the forefoot area with those rubber studs to give you additional responsiveness on top of the Fuelcell cushion that you already have. While on the other hand, the Saucony Endorphin Pro has the standard rubber on the bottom. There's not too much on the rubber, just the right amount, and I didn't have any issues with slipping as well on this. So they both look very durable, and feature-wise, they're both on par with each other. So in terms of features, I give both of these shoes a score of a 5. The next category we're going to look at is cost and value. So the RC Elite costs just a little bit more compared to the Saucony Endorphin Pro, with the RC Elite coming in at $225, while the Saucony Pro is $200. And for $200, that seems to be the price where a lot of the other companies are setting their top tier shoe at. So you're definitely getting value for that $200. You're getting an amazing shoe for that price with all of those features that I mentioned earlier, and it's one of the best shoes that I've tried on this year. It's probably my second favorite marathon running shoe behind the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent. It's got the closest feeling, in my opinion, to the Vaporfly Next Percent, and for the $200, it's cheaper, and it's better than some of the alternatives that cost almost $250 out there, like the Brooks Hyperion. So Saucony has done a great job with making the Endorphin Pro this year, and for $200, you're definitely getting bang for your buck. Now, $225 on the RC Elite is a little bit pricier compared to the Saucony Endorphin Pro. You do get the Fuelcell foam, which is new, and it's it's an upgrade from the TC that was released earlier. It's very comfortable, very squishy, responsive foam. The Dynamite outsole is also done very nicely by New Balance. It gives you extra responsiveness while you're running, as well as extra traction on the road. And I see both of these shoes lasting for at least 200 miles, maybe more so on the RC Elite because of the triangular studs, as well as the foam. So both of these shoes are very durable. Looks like the RC Elite might feel a little bit more durable in terms of with these triangular studs that it has on the Dynamite outsole. And after a few runs in that shoe, I can barely tell that I've even used the shoe at all. On the other hand, the Saucony Endorphin Pro has enough rubber strips just at the important spots, and I feel like those rubber strips are pretty rugged and should last you a good mileage as well, at least 200 miles on both of these shoes. So in terms of score for cost and value, the Saucony Endorphin Pro is going to get a 4.5, while the RC Elite gets a score of a 4. So after 2 rounds, the Endorphin Pro is leading the RC Elite with a score of 9.5 to 9. The next category we're going to look at is comfort. So both of these shoes are super comfortable. They're very close, and there's not much that separates each other. The Fuelcell foam is like no other foam I've tried on. It's super bouncy, it's very squishy, and if you want a really soft and comfortable shoe to run in, the Fuelcell RC Elite is probably the shoe for you. The Saucony Endorphin Pro is a little bit more stiffer, gives you a better takeoff and bounce compared to the RC Elite. The Power Run foam on that shoe is also very comfortable. It's less forgiving compared to the RC Elite. That's something that I personally like. I don't like a shoe that's too soft, where I don't feel like I could taking advantage of the carbon fiber plate to run fast. And also around the shoe, the upper and both the shoes feel very similar with the synthetic upper. They're also very comfortable. The heel in the back of the shoe is also very similar. They're very squishy, but there's enough padding on the back to give you that comfort. And overall, both of these shoes are very similar in terms of comfort, so I give both of these shoes a score of a 5. So after 3 rounds, the Endorphin Pro is still leading the RC Elite with a score of 14.5 to 14. The next category we're going to look at is weight. So both of these shoes are super light, and the RC Elite weighs at about 6.9 ounces for a size 9, while the Saucony Endorphin Pro weighs at about 7.5 ounces so for a size 9. So about a half an ounce difference between the two shoes. And you can barely feel these shoes on you while you're running. So weight-wise, both of these are very similar. The RC Elite is just a joy to run in. It just feels like you're running on a trampoline with all of that cushion. And I can't believe how New Balance was able to shave all of this weight off of the shoe compared to the TC version earlier. The Saucony Endorphin Pro, when you're putting on, it's probably one of the most comfortable shoes that I ran in this year. It's very similar to the Endorphin Speed, including the weight. The difference was the fiber plate compared to the nylon plate in the Speed. So in terms of the weight, not much separates the two shoes, but the RC Elite is a lighter shoe with just under 7 ounces. The score for weight, the RC Elite is going to get a score of a 5, while the Saucony Endorphin Pro gets a score of a 4.5. So after 4 rounds, both of these shoes are tied with a score of 19. It all comes down to the final round, which is going to be performance. So when speaking of performance, both of these shoes perform at the highest level. You've seen elite athletes wearing both of these shoes in the recent London marathons. And then, they're both made to perform, and they both check all of the boxes that one would want a marathon racing shoe or just a racing shoe in general. They're lightweight, they're comfortable, they have a lot of cushion, and then they're all pretty fast as well. However, in my opinion, I feel like the RC Elite might be a little bit too soft for my taste. The Fuelcell foam is comfortable, very cushioned, but I feel like in terms of going fast, that might be a little bit too soft for me. The Endorphin Pro is still a shoe that I go to for a lot of my quick runs or even races. It's very snappy. It feels just like the Vaporfly Next Percent, except for the weight. I like the little bit more stiffer feeling compared to the RC Elite, where it's a little bit too soft. I feel like the Saucony Endorphin Pro has just the right amount of stiffness in the shoe to make me feel like I'm stable, while also giving me the speed I'm looking for with the carbon fiber plate in it. So both of these shoes are great, but I just think the Saucony Endorphin Pro has the better advantage because of the right combination of comfort level along with the stiffness to give you more speed, and I feel like that'll be better transition for performance in your races or marathons. So in terms of scoring for performance, the Saucony Endorphin Pro gets a score of a 5, while the RC Elite gets a score of a 4.5. So the scores are in, and we have a winner, and the winner between this shoe showdown is The Saucony Endorphin Pro, edging the RC Elite with a score of 24 to 23.5. So as I said earlier, both of these shoes are very similar, and it's going to really come down to personal opinion on what type of shoe or running style that you like. In my opinion, I really like the Saucony Endorphin Pro. I feel like that shoe has just the right amount of propulsion to get me going fast while also giving me that comfort. While on the other hand, the RC Elite is definitely a quick shoe and it's very comfortable, but I feel like the foam is just too soft for my taste, and I feel like it lags behind the Endorphin Pro in terms of speed. And also between the two, the price is also cheaper on the Endorphin Pro. So if I were to pick between these shoes and buy it again, I would definitely pick the Endorphin Pro over the RC Elite as my racing shoe for anything, including marathons. And with all of these carbon fiber shoes being released, it's getting really hard to differentiate those minor details between the two shoes. So right now, my top favorite running shoe is currently still the Nike Vaporfly Next Percent, but the Saucony Endorphin Pro is not behind as a close second. The Adios Pro from Adidas is also a great contender that was just released from Adidas. And that shoe, made it to the top 5 of the London Marathon results. So that's also another great shoe that I put up there. But I still think the Endorphin Pro would take the edge over that shoe. So to sum it all up, the RC Elite, very comfortable shoe, has a lot of foam, very good grip, and has a lot of durability. If you like a comfort, very cushioned shoe and super soft foam, that shoe would probably be for you. The Saucony Endorphin Pro, on the other hand, is very comfortable foam as well. A little bit more stiffer to give you that more propulsion feel while running. I think it's a little bit more faster, however it weighs a little bit more, but price-wise, the Endorphin Pro is the cheaper option. And also, I feel like the Saucony Endorphin Pro, you feel more locked down while you're running in the shoe compared to the RC Elite. So both of these shoes are great choices, really up to personal opinion. But in my opinion, I feel like the Endorphin Pro just edges out the RC Elite in terms of overall best shoe. And the Saucony Endorphin Pro is the winner of this shoe showdown. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments if you think the RC Elite is a better shoe or if you don't agree with the results. I'd love to hear all your feedback. If you guys have any other comments, feedback, or questions, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you guys are doing great and staying safe out there. And I'll talk to you guys on another Shoe Showdown.